Hi everyone, my name is Suzanne and I'm a Chinese metaphysics master in Hong Kong. What I'm going to share with you today is how you can determine what your life theme is for the year 2024. Yeah, we all have a different life theme every year depending on our Bazi chart, depending on the feng shui setup, the flying stars. And this happens consciously or unconsciously, whether we do feng shui or not. Life happens with or without us. Yeah, so it's nice to know what our life theme is so that we can get ready and actually get in flow, get in sync with our life theme, and make sure that we take the right action so that life is in flux this year and that most of our efforts are actually in line with what we need to do, and things are just going to be a little bit effortlessly, smoother than usual. So this is what we're looking forward to. So this particular exercise is one that can show you and can tell you what it is that your theme is. Now, first things first, you will need to plot your Bazi chart, specifically this particular part. So you go to this URL. I'm also going to put the link into the description of the video. So you just copy paste and then you plot your chart. Now, if you don't know your time of birth, that's not so relevant for this particular analysis. So you can do this with or without your time of birth, perfectly fine. Now, when you plot your Bazi chart, you will get quite an extensive chart, and especially for those of you who are maybe a little bit new to Bazi, this can be a bit overwhelming. So all you need to focus on is this particular part that you see here on the screen. So this is on the upper right, on the first page of your Bazi chart. This is all you need to know. And specifically, what we are focusing on here is your life star. Yeah, so for this person, the life star is the star number 4, and it's associated with the southeast. Yeah, so this is all you need to know. The rest of the Bazi chart you can completely ignore. You don't need to worry about it. So this is what you take note of first. Now, once you know your life star, you kind of need to know where it originates from. So as I've already mentioned here, this person's life star is the star number 4. And it originates in the southeast. So this is what you can see here. This is what we call a Luoshu grid. And this shows you where all the life stars are in their original position, where they are coming from. So this particular person needs to focus on the southeast sector to determine their life theme. Now, let's say if your life star was the number 2, then the number 2 is associated with the southwest, and this is the palace, or this is the box you need to focus on. Yeah, very simple. So number 2 is southwest, number 7 is west, number 6 is northwest, number 1 is north, number 8 is northeast, number 3 is east, number 4 is southeast, number 9 is south, and the number 5 is the center. All right, so very simple, just determine that. And then we go to the next step. So in the next step, we are still looking at this original grid, the Luoshu grid with all the original numbers, but then we also superimpose, or we look at what kind of energy is actually flying into our life palace in the year 2024. So this is the chart, the Flying Stars chart for 2024. And let's say in the example that we just had on the screen, the person who had the life star number 4. So this person needs to focus on the southeast sector. And in 2024, in the life sector, there will be an additional star. It's the number 2 annual star. So this star, this annual star, determines the life theme for this person. All right. So very, very simple. For every person, so every person has a life star. They originate in a particular sector, and then on an annual basis, you've got an additional star. So for this particular, let's say you're a number 2 life star, you focus on the southwest, and you know in 2024, you have the number 9 in the southwest in addition to your number 2, right? So this then becomes your focus point, and this then also determines the kind of life theme that you have in 2024. Yeah, very, very simple. So I'm going to go through all of these life stars and take note of what your theme is so that you can make sure throughout the entire year you're actually going to be in line with what is expected of you, what the energies are telling you to do. All right, so let's start with life star number 1. So life star number 1 originates from the north. So we focus on the north sector, and here we've got the number 8 in 2024. So this means that for you, 2024 is going to be quite a hard-working year, yeah? So it's almost like your main concern throughout the year is just going to revolve around money. How to make it, how to spend it, what your expenses are, maybe even how to invest it. Everything you do and a lot of what you think about revolves around the topic of money. And this doesn't have to be a bad thing, yeah? It doesn't mean that you're becoming a nasty person or that you're just too money minded. It's just a year where suddenly finances become really important. It can be a year where you finally sort out your finances or where you finally start making a financial plan for the future. Yeah. So think about how you can increase your earning capacity and maybe become more valuable so that you can earn more. So, this is a pivotal year for all those who maybe don't have their finances in order. You can think about how to bring a bit more structure and organization to your savings plans, for example. It's also a good year if you would want to just, maybe talk to a financial planner and discuss what you can do, how you can safeguard your future financially. Yeah, you don't need to do anything in your home. Yeah, this is all about action. This is about taking the right action because you are influenced by this number 8 star. These are the actions that you need to take. Yeah, so again, no need to activate anything in your home. This is about actions, pure human actions, right? All right. Now, the next one, life star number 2. So this is for all those who have the life star number 2. So for you guys, you will focus on the southwest sector. And there we have the number 9, right? So this is very, very auspicious because essentially, all the prosperity of the year are yours. Yeah, if you do any feng shui remedies at home, then they're much more effective for you than for anyone else. They will also work faster for you. Um, this is a really great year if you're a high achiever. Yeah, if you have plans, if you have big goals, make them happen. If you um if you work for other people, then your ideas will make other people rich. Now, I'm not saying this is a bad thing, but make sure that maybe you start a side gig or something. Better to work for yourself, or at least have some extra income that you can control and that's just yours. Yeah. um but if you work for someone else, you can work towards a promotion, work towards a bigger bonus. It's also great if you're in sales and marketing, because obviously a lot of you then would work on a commission basis, and this will increase your earning capacity as well. So overall, like if your life star number is a 2, this is a year to make shit happen. Yeah, don't just lean back and say, okay, I'm gonna be lucky, I've got the best energies. That's not how it works. You actually need to do more. Whenever you have a really positive energy in your life star palace, you need to do more than usual. Go out, thrive, succeed, be ambitious, really follow your dreams, and make sure that you have a big goal that you want to achieve this year. All right. Now, life star number 3. So if you have your life star number 3, then you would be, it originates in the East. So here in 2024, we have the star number 1 that comes to visit you, so to speak. And so what that means is that you need to be a helpful person for other people this year. Yeah, the more you help others, the better your life will become. Add value to other people. So, if you have the ability to mentor someone in your job, then do that. Maybe you see someone who has a lot of potential, but they may not have the right mentors or the right teachers, or somehow they're struggling a little bit. Take them under your wing and help them. Offer value and inspiration to others. The more you help other people, the better your karma will become this year. And this is not just in a professional on a professional level, but also in personal life. Yeah, if you have the capacity to help others, you have the time and the energy, then step up. This is a year to take responsibility and really be there for other people, have other people's back. And it's also important that you have an abundance mindset, in the sense that share with others, share your knowledge with others, share your time with others. It doesn't mean just money. Of course, money plays into it, but it's not all. Yeah, be a source of hope and a source of inspiration for others, and think about uh how can you help others become better. Yeah, then this will make you succeed. This will help you succeed in 2024. Now, next up is the lifestyle number 4. So this one here, this originates in the Southeast. So in the Southeast here in 2024, we've got the lifestyle, or we've got the annual star number 2. So this is great if you are an investor. So this will bring you a lot of investment opportunities. And if you're not an investor, then try to figure out what you can do or what you want to do to help you with long-term prosperity. Yeah, so think beyond just what you want to save this year. Maybe you start establishing a retirement plan, for example. It doesn't matter if you can't contribute a lot right now. That's fine. Even if it's just a few dollars, that's okay. But establish something long-term. Yeah, make long-term financial plans. So 5 years plus. Yeah, we're not just talking this year or next year. Long-term financial plans, no matter how little or how much you can contribute, as long as the plan is in place and you commit to it. Yeah, one thing is to have a plan in place, the other thing is to commit to it and actually make it happen. So this is your chance this year. And the beautiful thing is that the universe and the energies are supporting you in that effort. So you can't do any wrong, right? So make that happen. If you are an investor, then of course, look for investment opportunities, and also look for properties to invest in or to buy. Yeah, so this overall, if you have lifestyle number 4, property investment or purchasing a property is something that is supporting your financial goals this year. And you will also be gifted with the opportunities to make good investments, to make good property investments. So keep that in mind. Now, lifestyle number 5. If you have the lifestyle number 5, then you will have the 3 annual flying star in your palace. And this means that this year is all about growth. Growth can be a little bit uncomfortable sometimes, yeah, especially if you don't like change. But growth is needed. So if you are a business owner, then probably this is the year where you have to look at your business structure and maybe change it around a little bit. Yeah. If you are employed, then change something about your job. I'm not saying you need to quit. Yeah, please, by all means, do not quit unless you have something better lined up, right? But maybe you try something new this year. Maybe you take on more responsibilities, or you upskill a little bit so that you can bring more value. So it's professional and personal growth is extremely important this year. Whatever you do, just try a new approach. Now, you may also find yourself arguing a little bit more this year. Now, arguing in and of itself is not a bad thing. You kind of need to stand up for yourself when you see that something is not right, or when you're unhappy with something. You just kind of have to make sure that you're not arguing for argument's sake, right? If you are someone who is naturally shy, this will actually help you get the courage to stand up for yourself. And essentially, if you think about it, an argument is essentially just a negotiation that's a little bit more forceful. So this energy that you have in your life palace here for 2024 makes you a better negotiator. And everything in life is a negotiation, even your relationship. Yeah, everything in your relationship is a negotiation. So use this energy to negotiate better deals for yourself, be that in your professional life or in your personal life. All right. Now, life star 6. If you have life star 6, then we're looking at the Northwest. So here's the Northwest, and you are being visited by the annual star number 4. So this is a great energy if you want to make deals, enter into new partnerships, joint ventures, work and collaborate with others. Now, if you're employed, then it doesn't mean that you can't enter into any new deals or partnerships. Yeah, teamwork is essential here. Collaborate with other people. This particular energy that we find in the Northwest this year is extremely beneficial for anybody who's willing and open enough to look beyond just what they are doing and try to get some feedback from other people and working with them. It's you can make new alliances, you can make new affiliations. If you're a business owner, look for partnerships, no matter how loosely based. Yeah, it could be a very, very solid partnership, or it's a loose cooperation, whatever it is. But try to branch out a little bit and see who you can work with to increase your own market reach. And as an employee, focus on teamwork. You will get much, much, much more done. And in addition to this, uh, if you have the Life Star 6, you should also focus on upskilling this year. Learn something new, acquire a new skill, acquire a new ability. And, obviously, if you're super passionate about a hobby, by all means, go ahead and learn more about it. But usually when we have this energy, we say, think about what it is that you could learn that would instantly, overnight, 10x your income. Yeah, what kind of particular skill would be so valuable to you, to your boss, your company, that you would immediately earn so much more money? And this is what you have the chance to learn this year. Yeah, so think about it, and then maybe go for a training or a course or some online course or whatever is available. Now, next one here, we've got the Life Star 7, and that one originates in the West. So if you have the Life Star 7, here you're visited by the number 5 star. Now, the number 5 star is one that most people are super afraid of. Yeah, it's called the Calamity Star or the 5 yellow, whatever. But this is also called, in ancient texts, it's called the Emperor Star. It's a star of great breakthroughs. So if you have this in your life palace in any given year, it's a year about it's a year for you to reflect on where you've been, what you've been through in the past few years, and where you want to go next. What breakthrough do you want to achieve next? You will have you will have a spiritual awakening probably this year, no matter how big or how small, but somehow you will start looking at life in a new way. You will start looking at yourself in a completely new way. And you will discover that you can live a better life if you just make better choices. And making better choices sometimes can be quite upsetting for yourself, for the people around you, but it's needed to get a breakthrough and eventually get on a better path. Yeah. So this is a year where you really need to ask yourself, okay, am I on the right track? Is there something that I really want to change in life? Then go ahead of and do that. There's a lot of lessons for you this year that may force you to rethink yourself and who you are, but that's not a bad thing. Yeah, you will discover who you are and who you want to be. So it's all good. And plus, if you are into metaphysics, Bazi, astrology, feng shui, all of these things that we're talking here in these videos all the time, then you have a much bigger affinity with these studies as well. So good for you. All right, then we have the number 8, Life Star. So that's in the Northeast. And you are being visited by the number 6 annual star. So this means that this year it's all about leading by serving others. Yeah, what kind of community can you serve and how? Or how do you lead your team? Do you actually serve them by leading them? Do you give them insights by leading them? Do you help them by leading them? You need to contribute this year. It doesn't have to be a massive way, yeah? Contribute in a small way to maybe pushing other people forward. How can you lead your team better? Or if you're a business owner, how can you lead the industry? But leading it by serving it first. Yeah, so take your knowledge and become a thought leader, or take your knowledge and create something that everybody can benefit from. You may meet a lot of challenges this year that will force you to take the lead. And again, that can be a little bit uncomfortable if you're not used to it. But step up and don't be afraid. Take responsibility, take ownership, and then be the leader and make sure that others can follow you and see you as someone who has integrity, as someone who is coming from a good place and who is willing and able to help. All right. And then lastly, we've got Life Star 9. So Life Star 9 originates in the South. So therefore, we're focusing on the annual star number 7 to determine your life theme. And your life theme is all about communicating and connecting with other people. If you're not comfortable communicating with others, then learn how to speak. Take a public speaking course or some sort of communication training, whatever it is. You need to connect with people. You have to find a way to make people listen to what you have to say. Improve your speaking skills, your networking skills, your sales ability. If you're in sales, this is fantastic. You're going to have a great year and you're going to make a lot of sales. So essentially, the message is learn to tell a story. People love listening to stories. If you can tell a great story, even while you're trying to sell someone something, they will buy from you. Yeah, so learn to tell a story, learn to communicate, and really, really go out there. Uh, get your message out there. No matter who you are, no matter what you do, get your message across. Try to inspire people. Make sure that people listen to you. All right. So this is your life theme for the year 2024. This is how we determine what your life theme is. You can apply this exact same method for all the years that are coming. But focus on this year first, right? So make sure that you take action. This is not about implementing a water feature anywhere in your house. It has nothing to do with that. It's about what energy are you tapping into in your life star palace, and what action do you need to take to make most use of it. There's no good star, there's no bad star. They're all equal. Yeah, so you don't have to be afraid of the 5 or the 3 or the 2. They all bring value as long as you carry out the actions that are required. All right. Now, if you do have any questions, as always, please put them in the comment section below. If you would like to have a reading with me, then contact me. My email address is in the description to the video, and I'd be more than happy to do a personal reading for the year 2024. And I would really appreciate it if you could give my video a thumbs up, share it with anybody who may be interested, and subscribe to my channel. All right. Thank you, guys. See you soon.